Okay, let's talk today about these different slow cookers because on paper they're very, very similar. Why do we own both? I'm not really sure. We are very similar, and so I'm not sure why we ended up with both of them, but we have both of them, we use both of them, and there are some differences about them. So first off, we have the Crock-Pot slow cooker, which Crock-Pot's the brand name. Not sure if you're aware of that. They're all slow cookers, but oftentimes we refer to slow cookers as Crock-Pots. That's the brand that popularized it and made it. This is a Crock-Pot slow cooker. It is a 6-quart, as rated by the product listing on Amazon, 6-quart Crock-Pot. This would be what I would call your standard size slow cooker. Over here we have the Cuisinart slow cooker, and it is 6.5 quarts, so slightly larger. In essence, they both do the exact same thing, and in essence, they're both the exact same size. So which one should you go with? Okay, couple things here. In general, this Cuisinart has a little bit more on the feature side of things than the Crock-Pot does, okay? This is 6.5 quarts compared to 6 quarts. I'll be honest, I can't tell the difference, but this can cook for up to 24 hours. This can cook for up to 20 hours. I've never cooked anything more than about 6 or 8 hours in a Crock-Pot, a slow cooker, so I've never noticed that difference, but that's there. This is substantially heavier. I believe I saw 21 pounds and this is like 12 pounds. I had to look up the weight, but the reality is I picked this one up. It's a lot heavier than the Crock-Pot. Does that mean that this is better made? Has, better parts and all that? Maybe, don't know. One would be, you wouldn't be faulted for thinking that. Does that mean that this Crock-Pot is worse because it's lighter weight? No, I don't think so. Both have performed really, really well. Let me tell you about the reality of the differences here, okay? In reality, there's a couple things about this Crock-Pot that are, in my opinion, nicer if they're features you'll take advantage of. One of them is this strap-on, clip-on top, where I can clip the top on, like so and like so. And that means that all of a sudden now this Crock-Pot is transportable, meaning I can take this to my in-laws for dinner, I can transport this to an event. And so you might say, well, is that really a big deal? Well, yeah, if you want to get in the car with a hot Crock-Pot full of food, I can now put this in the trunk. Whereas if I want to take this Cuisinart, like my wife has to sit in the passenger seat and hold the top on, This is also lighter and more ergonomical. The way it's shaped as a circle or oval is easier to store and easier to work with. This is as a box, as a big box, it's a lot bigger, it's a lot bulkier, it's a lot heavier. So, does that mean I would go with the Crock-Pot? I don't know. We have both. We use both. They both work great. I would imagine that I feel like this one might be a little bit higher in quality maybe because of its weight, because of its size, and because of the other extra features it has. But if I'm going to a party or going out an event, having these handles is super, super nice. Okay, I hope that helped.